How's it going, guys? My name is Zach with the Movie Castle, and today we're going to be taking a look at Monsters. This is Season 1, Episode 5, and this one's entitled My Zombie Lover. This originally came out November 19th, 1988, directed by David Misch and stars Tempestt, Bledsoe, and Steve Harper. And overall, this is a pretty good episode. It's definitely a unique concept, and it's actually humor that works fairly well. I don't think it quite hit its full potential, but overall, it was enjoyable. Lots and lots of stuff going on here. I feel there's a kind of a strong metaphor because she meets a zombie of someone she knew in high school, and you do kind of feel strange whenever you meet someone from a past point in your life and seeing them again and going, wow, it's weird you being here. And also things like, zombies can talk in this universe, and what rights and places in society do they have? But also the town and this whole mechanism. One day a year, the zombies rise from the grave, and no one in the town really knows why, but they can be prepared for it because they know it's going to happen. It's some interesting stuff. But that being said, I think where it falls a little bit short is it's supposed to be a comedic piece. And there is some humor that works. And I talked about in the last comedy episode, New York Honey, I said that one wasn't great. A lot of this old-timey humor can be kind of cringy and not make much sense. I didn't like New York Honey. My Zombie Lover turned out okay, though. I just wish it was a little funnier, It actually will talk about some serious things, and a lot of the episode is these two characters reconnecting, and you realize, man, there hasn't been a joke for a while. Yeah, there'll be some gags like his ear will fall off or he'll do something scary, and those can be funny, but I do kind of wish that there was a bunch more gags. I wish it was more over the top and sillier, and I wish there was, more of a horror element. I wish he was doing more zombie things. And that's the thing. The humor that's here works fine enough. I just wish there were more of it. I wish it played more to its strong suits. I mean, this is Monsters after all. It's just, it's good, but it's one that I feel doesn't reach its full potential. If you guys do like this concept, though, I can recommend a few movies. Obviously, My Boyfriend's Back, directed by Bob Balaban, is a really good, similar concept. Also, Return of the Living Dead Part 3 was a zombie romance movie, so I would say check those out. But still, this is good, but I feel it's not as good as it could have been, Anyway, without further ado, let's talk a bit about the plot in order to break this down and analyze it further. I'm not going to do any major spoilers, but let's dig in a little bit and move into a deeper analysis section. We open up getting to meet our main family. There's a mom and a dad, and they're going to go out zombie hunting. I really do, as I said earlier, like the concept that this whole town just has to deal with zombies. They don't know why, but one day a year, the zombies will rise from their grave, and the parents see it as a civic duty. You have to go out and you have to kill zombies. Do your part and help clean this up, And they don't know why, They say it could be radiation or a curse or improper embalming for all we know. And I do like that it's just this thing that no one really knows exactly what's going on. They have a kid, a younger brother in this, that's protesting for zombies' rights. And at first, it doesn't seem to make much sense because you think, we're told that they eat people and we assume that they're the regular mindless zombie we see in most fiction. However, no, we'll find out later that they can think and talk, and in turn, the zombie protest thing makes a lot more sense. But everybody is going to go out and hunt zombies on this, zombie day, except for the older daughter. She recently went to her first semester in college and is tired and is just going to stay home. So now she's home alone on zombie day. Well, the windows are boarded up. It seems secure enough. Let's hope she's fine. Well, she gets a knock on the door and she's visited by a zombie with a bouquet of flowers. A really fun visual there. And the zombie will say that he was a guy from her senior year French class. He really liked her and he died in a car wreck that year, so maybe now is his sort of second chance. One thing that kicks off the plot that I wish they had wrote a better version of is she eventually lets him in, and it's more like a socially awkward reason, like, oh, I guess you can come in. As conditioned as I am from watching too much Walking Dead, you shouldn't do that. That's just asking to be eaten. But whatever, we have to let the episode start, right? I wish they had come up with something better. Like, I wish, he had accidentally broke into the house not really knowing what he was doing. Make it like a Herman Munster kind of funny thing. I wish they had some gag there, but like I said, not much gags. The two proceed to talk and kind of reconnect, and you get things like talking about, oh, I realized after I died that I only had one chance at life, and, I wish I had said something, and, I'm not really a monster, and can't we just see this out? And yeah, there is a surprising amount of talking in here, but, it is interesting enough. It's just surprisingly serious. There is enough flesh to justify the time, but it's just when we're doing a wacky zombie comedy, I wish there was more gags. And there are some, like I said, the scene with the ear, a few things where he unintentionally does something scarier than he meant to, and they can be fun, but I just wish it was more soaked throughout the whole thing. I wish it was a funnier, more laugh-out-loud comedy. Now, that being said, I won't spoil it, but a few notes on the end. The end does go a little bit too long, and there are some, over-the-top, PSA moments when it comes to the message, which maybe those were supposed to be part of the humor, I guess. But the ending does drag, and it does end on this weird character moment where I'm like, why would they just decide to do this and be okay with this? It's trying to be a funny gag at the end, but I'm like, no one would do that. I don't get that part. But overall, like I said, it's a good episode with some humor and a unique concept that I really do like. I just wish they swung for the fences more in their humor and had more wacky, over-the-top zombie gags. I guess some of that could be with budget, but still, if you had come up with some clever jokes, maybe, it's good. I just know it could be more, Anyway, to everyone who's watched so far, thank you for watching. To everyone who's liked and subscribed, thank you. You really are helping the channel out. I'll leave a relevant playlist on the bottom. This should be my Monsters playlist. If you guys want to see me talk about more episodes of the show, I've talked about the past ones and you should be able to find them there. Anyway, have a good day. I'll see you guys again very, very soon. Relevant playlist on the bottom. Have a good day now.